Oh, it's time for the percolator. All right, we are live. Welcome back, everyone. J Bone here for Smash This podcast. Um, Please excuse the coffee maker in the background. Hey, Ronnie, what's up, man? Long time no see. Is this really news? Yeah. It's something I wanted to touch on. I mean, I know a lot of people are just gonna blow by this, and I get that because I haven't been following Teddy Hart or anything. Um, this is some disturbing shit, though. Okay, and this is courtesy of ringsidenews.com. I know a lot of people are covering this, and they're gonna keep a close eye on this as more news comes out about this. Um, do I still watch Impact? Oh yeah, man. I review it every week with the TNI guys, and I bring news updates on here. What's up, Vince? Yes, in trouble again. So, this is, like I said, this is courtesy of ringsidenews.com. You can check out the whole thing over there. So, Teddy Hart was arrested again today. It says no official charges were posted as of this writing. He's been in and out of jail over the last several months. This is like the third or fourth time. So it says Ace Montana tells a very troubling story about having to pull a gun on Teddy Hart today. Hart was allegedly choking out girlfriend Maria Manick and wouldn't let her get assistance. This is off of his Facebook page, I believe. I literally had to pull a gun on hashtag Teddy Hart and throw him out of my friend's house. This piece of shit literally choked out and physically assaulted Maria and would not let her get help. She texted me, I'm in danger. Never did I think I would meet a piece of shit like this guy who has now been arrested with a felony against him. I don't think this guy knew how close to death he was. Hashtag fuck you, Teddy Hart. This video is me kicking him out before the cops came and arrested him. Says you can watch, you can go to any of these sites. I shared it on the Smash This Podcast Facebook page. First place I actually saw it was comicbook.com, which is interesting. They've been actually covering a lot of wrestling news lately. Yeah, with all the movies getting pushed back with releases, they got to cover something, right? Why not cover the world of professional wrestling? You can watch the video from his Facebook below. It's very disturbing and quite possibly resulted in Teddy Hart's most recent arrest. Hart is scheduled to be in court tomorrow. I'll be following this kind of stuff very closely, and it bothers me. It really bothers me because this is one guy I'd been following very closely over the last few years and watching his redemption story. Okay. I had been reviewing MLW very proudly over that time. And then shortly after he got kicked out and they lost like, I don't know how many people, I kind of faded away from it, you know? And now this. And after watching The Dark Side of the Ring, season 2, episode 1 and 2, which has to do with Chris Benoit assaulting and murdering his family and then committing suicide, and then finding this news right afterward, it hit me even harder that this is a problem, you know, and it angers me because I was really hoping that after all this BS that Teddy Hart had gone through recently, that he would get rehired someplace as a coach, as a senior presence, as a veteran in a locker room, and help build a brand. Wherever. I didn't care. I just hoped that he would stay wrestling. Now, pandemic aside, not talking about that, I was just hoping that someday over the next few months, he would get back into the wrestling business in a big way. It's someone that I was really it was inspiring. I met the guy last summer. You know what? So this was up on my wall. Now you couldn't see it because it was like just off camera, but this was up on my wall proudly. I am taking this down now. I'm not gonna make a big dramatic thing and go burn it or whatever, but I'm taking it down because I'm not gonna have that up on my wall. Um, I hope is he a talented individual? Absolutely. Do I hope he gets help and can have maybe another redemption story? Yeah. But for now, this is very troubling. It's very upsetting. It upsets me. And I don't like reporting this kind of stuff. But it's something that I feel strongly about, especially after this following this kind of news closely after watching the dark side of the ring, it just hits you even more how serious this is and what this kind of news can potentially turn into, you know? That's the scariest part of it. And um, and if you've followed Teddy's and Maria's YouTube channel, you saw all sorts of crazy um arguments, conversations, moments, and everybody under the sun warning her. Okay, number one, she's what, 21? Number two, he's twice her age. She's she may be tough, but she's still a freaking kid. See, well, no, she's an adult. She can make her own decisions. I've been that age. I've matured a lot since then, and I can tell you, um, that girl's got a lot to learn. Okay, she needs if she's gonna come up in this industry the right way, and it doesn't matter what company she's a part with. Right now, she's with Ring of Honor, which is a good place for her. She can help rebuild that women's division. That whole company needs is in the rebuilding phases after the inception of AEW, when they lost half their freaking roster. So, problems with that company aside, I mean Ring of Honor. Um, I I think she's good there. She just needs to surround herself with positive people in this time, considering the whole industry and businesses worldwide are affected by this pandemic. She doesn't need bullshit like this. to impact her negatively. There's enough negative stuff going on in the world. And man, I just hope she realizes now that, her fans, it's like, I'm sure a lot of wrestlers look at fans like, you know, yeah, they listen to their fans, but they take it with a grain of salt. I hope now that she realizes that when her fans are talking to her, I'm sure some of them don't trust Teddy and maybe know him a little better than she did. Doesn't matter how many times you slept with a guy. Doesn't matter if you're on the road with this guy, how many hours of the day. Doesn't matter. Look what happened. Let's jump in the chat real quick. Oh, holy crap. What did Teddy do this time? Oh, there we go. We explained all that. And I'm not going to, I can't do the share thing in this mode. You can go to ringsidenews.com. You can go to, WrestleZone. You can go to my Facebook page, wherever, and watch the video of Ace, what's his name? Ace Johnson, this guy kicking Teddy out of his house. And it's an argument. He's, no physical scuffle or nothing, but it's what happened, like I read in the article there. So you can go check out the video online. Go to any of those sites and go check that out. Holy moly, Rey Mysterio and Dana Brooke in quarantine, and now Teddy Hart. Oh my God. Well, Teddy's in a different kind of quarantine. He's behind bars and quarantine. So yeah. I love Teddy Hart with all my heart, but I don't want him to be like this. Uncle Davy Boy Smith, please don't. Yeah, Davy Boy. He's been talking to some WWE people lately. It'll be interesting to see if he returns there. I don't know what's going on with him. I think he's still under contract with MLW, but I don't know details or whatever. Wait until you see Teddy and Jack Evans in those early TNA Tag Team Canada days. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to that. I know he had some batshit crazy matches. He, Vampiro, CM Punk, all those guys. Looking forward to it. We're gonna keep Trent and I are gonna keep on doing it. If you want to hear some goofy reviews from me and Trent reviewing old NWA TNA stuff, go to the Total Nonstop Impact channel and go check it out. We're on number 16 now, 4 months in. I love them, absolutely love them. It's crazy. Go check it out. Oh, I was hoping Impact would sign him, but with another incident, it doesn't look like he's. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Is it the money that's making Teddy Hart lose his mind, J-Bone? If so, go to AEW, but come back clean. I think there's a bigger, deeper picture to this. I think there's other stuff going on that we don't know about. I hate to, I don't want to assume negativity towards Teddy, but if he was caught with stuff earlier, it's not a good sign. It means that there's stuff going on. And you can just see the way he talks in those videos when he's around Maria on the YouTube channel. There's something wrong there. There's something wrong there. Whether it's past drug abuse, current drug abuse, something's going on with him. He's not getting tested anywhere. He's not a part of any company anywhere. So I don't know. But there's something's going on with him and it ain't right. Like I said, I just hope that he stays clean if he's not clean, and does some serious rehabbing, whether it be for his body, his mental facilities, emotionally, everything, He has to want to get help. That's right, Gage. That's right. But I don't even know if He wants to help. Yeah, I mean, he's in a different headspace right now. Davy Boy Smith Jr. did said he want to go to AEW. Interesting. My question is, Teddy Hart is done for wrestling, or can he make yet another comeback? It's all up to him, you know. He has to regain that trust from the entire wrestling industry and people around him because he's in this downward spiral right now. You know, Teddy Hart and Park got into a weird fight, led to both of them being let go by TNA. Sabu tells a story in a shoot interview. Interesting. I'll have to look that up. I've heard about that fight. I don't know. I've heard different versions, different stories. Praying if Teddy Hart don't turn into his Uncle Davy Boy Smith. God, no. Yeah, right? You hear Rey Mysterio and Dana Brooke on quarantine? Yep. Yep. Yeah. Well, there's more and more people that just want to stay safe and everyone, and I'm hearing so many different stories about people don't even want to wrestle right now. They just want to quarantine themselves and stay safe. And hey, everybody's got their own prerogative. As much as we want wrestling to keep going, we got to realize that at some point, as the numbers keep going up by the thousands by day around this nation, at some point, we have to understand that it's going to stop. And I'm okay with that. I don't want the people that I love to watch on TV, no matter what brand it is, to get sick and potentially die from this. People are dying from this. People need to realize that. Now the younger ones are getting healthy. I heard some good news from the scumbag himself, Mr. Kyle, from Total Nonstop Impact, that he is feeling significantly better, but he is putting himself on lockdown. And he's going to get himself checked out sometime. But he's you know, and he's young, so he can kick this fairly. If he's got a good immune system, he takes care of himself. He can kick this. But the stories I'm hearing about people deteriorating from this, it ain't pretty, folks. It ain't pretty. So, but now we're straying off of Teddy. But anyways, but yeah, absolutely good news about Kyle. So yeah, but keep him in. We don't want him to get sick again. We want him to keep getting healthier. So uh but yeah, it's upsetting about Kyle and everything, and or Teddy. It's upsetting about Teddy, in jail again, and I hope he just stays away from everything. And I mean, I don't know if he's going to do jail time or not. They just need to, like, maybe put him away for a decent amount of time so he gets his head on straight and gets clean and whatever. Mental, physical, emotional, spiritual rehabilitation is what the guy needs. Shit, I'm out again. So, yeah, just didn't want to talk about this too long because it is upsetting. And like I said, I don't like talking about stuff like this, but um, it's someone that I'd have been following closely over the last few years, and you know, and it's also more upsetting when you connect with someone. You actually. So, all right, guys, we'll see you guys later tonight. I don't know exactly what's going on, if I'm going to do something with the guys or I'm just going to do something. Ugh, coffee ground. Damn. Um, I do want to review at some point later tonight, talk about Dark Side of the Ring, uh, the second part of the Chris Benoit thing. It does deserve to be talked about, even though I covered the first part with Dizzy a few nights ago because it was on YouTube. Um, for those of you who don't have the Vice channel or whatever, Go to the Vice YouTube channel. Part 2 is up along with the after show that was with Chavo Guerrero Jr. and Tommy Dreamer giving their thoughts on stuff. Uh, and that's only 20 minutes. It's short. Um, it's good. You don't have to watch it. It's just kind of like reflecting on stuff that they saw, and the events and everything. So, but yeah, I'll be doing that later at some point. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. You take care. Stay safe, everyone. Seriously, we got to start taking this thing seriously. I'm not saying wrap yourself in bubble tape and throw your ass in the closet and pray you still breathe. No, just keep living your life, but be smart about this. If you don't have to go someplace and go see your friends and do stuff, don't, because you don't know where they've been. You don't know where they touched. You don't know what they've been doing. So be good, everyone. I'll see you guys later. Much love.